Hey, welcome to the designer episode of Rooted. And my first guest is here in the studio because, Mark, you're on a tight schedule. This is Mark Rivard. And as you can see, you might have seen Mark's work before on RSN, as well as at Sherpa and Yetis and all across the world, soon to come.
Soon to come, yeah.
So first of all, before we get into anything, where are you going tomorrow, Mark?
Tomorrow I leave for Europe. I have a solo exhibition in Leuven, Belgium. It's, the opening reception is May 16th, and that runs for 2 weeks till the 31st of May in Belgium. So
that is
going international.
Exciting. So of course we had to get Mark in before he left for his big trip. But explain a little bit about what it is that you do here.
Well, I design skateboards and I kind of hand draw them. It's a little different than your typical graphic designer or computer designer type of thing. I actually hand sketch all the ideas and draw everything out by hand first, and then we'll take the ones that they're good, for instance, like this one here, this Breckenridge board, and we'll reproduce that and put that into shops, and it kind of turns around into an actual skateboard company. So yeah, basically I'm a skateboard artist.
Now, how did that get started?
Well, it started just kind of by fate. Actually, I was skiing in Vail one day and hurt myself and ended up on the couch for about 6 months, and so I looked at all my old skateboards and I couldn't skate them and just started painting one white and started sketching on it, and from there, snowball effect, and I just started doing a whole lot of them. People kind of liked them, and after that I was getting blank boards from different companies and they were asking me to draw them up for them, so we just started drawing skateboards and then had an art show, and ever since then it's been kind of the main thing I do. So
it's kind of blown up. That's why you should never ski in Vail.
That's true. Flat landings.
So let's talk about some of the boards that you have here, because this is just a few of the boards that you have.
Yeah.
So we've got the one from Breck, which I think some of you guys might have seen before.
Yep.
But what about the guy kind of behind here? What's this one all about?
Well, this guy here, this one is pretty much just by chance. Didn't really know what I was doing when I started it. Started drawing some mountains on this side and then kind of turned it into whatever sort of abstract scene it's become. And yeah, there's really not a whole lot of story behind it, which is kind of...
But how cool that you just sit down and this is what you come up with on, just hanging out on your friend's couch.
Yeah,
now,
that's where it came from.
This next one, what's this all about?
This is Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's where I'm from originally, and this is the Cherry Spoon. There's a big sculpture garden right outside of downtown in Minneapolis, and it's really cool because it's kind of a big scenery, the big skyline behind it, and anyone that's from Minneapolis knows that Cherry Spoon, so that's a pretty popular one, and I actually just had this one reproduced and sent back to all the shops in Minneapolis. So this is one of the ones that's actually getting skated by kids today. So
nice, yeah. Nice. Okay, and moving along, what's this guy all about?
This one is this is an interesting one actually. I drew this kind of bridge figure here and had these three kind of ghostly, left eyes that came out of this one here, and it stayed like that for a long time, and then earlier this year I looked at it and thought, well, that's just a terrible drawing, I got to fix that, and started sketching away. So I drew some buildings and put in the light and added a little color to it, and then I made a stupid little phrase on the bottom one night. I woke up and was like, oh, I should write that on that board, and wrote down this little phrase that I didn't like, so then I had to color that all black. And yeah, again, I don't know, it just sort of happened.
It's a whole process. About how long does it take for you to finish one?
This one, from start to finish, this is probably about 8 or 9 hours of drawing. Yeah.
And finally, what's this guy that we got here?
This is another one of those that I kind of recently finished. I've been doing a lot of stuff down in Denver, working with a lot of people down in Denver lately, so I kind of had to throw a little Denver love in there. So I threw the Denver Skyline in there, and this started with the bird. Just drew the bird and wasn't sure what I was going to do from there. And I've been looking around at a lot of other artists and stuff lately and kind of been getting inspired by like kind of clouds and this trippy sort of abstract stuff going on. So I like stuff that has kind of black and white with just a little bit of color, or a couple different colors, so it's kind of more of a toned color, and then just black and white after that. But this one, basically sitting down in a coffee shop in Minneapolis and drew a bird, and then it kind of spawned from there. So
did you actually have a skateboard in the coffee shop?
I did, yeah. Yeah, I brought a skateboard into. I was in Minneapolis this winter rather, to sell these Cherry Spoon decks. So I was back there kind of selling boards, and sat down at a coffee shop waiting for some friends one day to get off work, and drew a bird, and And then I decided I got to throw Denver in there because people have been asking for Denver lately.
Yeah,
So.
gotta have some Colorado love.
There you go.
Mark, how do people get in touch with you if they're interested in, getting one of the boards that they see here? Or do you do any specific kind of personal designs?
Yeah, absolutely. I've had a lot of people that have commissioned some work, or said they wanted this or that, or designed a few tattoos and stuff here and there. So you can get in touch with me with www.markrivardskateboardart.com. or myspace.com/RivardArt.
All right. Well, Mark, thanks so much for
Thank
hanging
you.
out before your big trip, and good luck overseas.
Thank you. Appreciate it.